Ever wonder what an Etsy shop review from me is like? If so, stay tuned because today I'm going to be bringing you behind the scenes to what an Etsy shop review looks like, what you can expect to see, what the format is, the information that you're going to be able to learn, and much, much more. So let's go ahead and let's hop in. And welcome back to Work From Home Wonderland. I am here to help people find legitimate work from home and side hustle avenues. And one of the things I like to teach about most on this channel is creating digital and printable based products for you to sell on Etsy. This is what I do, and I am a top 5% Etsy seller out of all of the Etsy shops. I'm this close to being top 4%, but right now I'm at top 5%. And one of the things that I sell on Etsy are shop reviews, where I go in to Etsy sellers and I review their shop. I give them feedback, suggestions, areas for improvement, the strengths that I see. And so today I'm going to bring you with me behind the scenes to take a look at what an Etsy shop review through me is actually like. Now, you may have stumbled across this video because you're curious about what it would entail, you're considering purchasing one, or maybe you came across this video because you have an Etsy shop and you want some tips and tricks on how to make it as profitable as possible. Regardless, you are going to be able to get really great information today. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into a order that I received on Etsy to do an Etsy review for Open Sky candles. And I did ask Lydia's permission. She's the owner over there at Open Sky Candles. I asked for her permission if I could share this shop review and she agreed. So thank you so much, Lydia. I'm actually going to have a link to her shop down below. She sells hand-poured soy candles and wax melts. Go check her out. Support your fellow Etsy sellers. But today I'm going to do a little bit of a review of her shop. So let's kick things off, shall we? Whoa! All right, first, before we hop into the actual review, I want to let you guys know, if you are curious about selling digital and physical products on Etsy like I do, but you have no idea where to start, go check out the Etsy Success Guide. The link is down below in the description of this video. It is a 27-page step-by-step document leading you through exactly all of the things that you need to do in order to start your own digital or printable based Etsy shop. The review we're going to be doing today, she doesn't sell digital products, she sells physical products. But if you're curious how you can create digital products, go check out the Etsy Success Guide. The link is down below. And also, I'm gonna put Open Sky Candles link down below as well as a link to a shop review. So if you're watching this and you're like, yes, please, give me one of those, go check it out below. All right, let's hop into this review, shall we? All right, we're gonna start by going over shop basics. This is going to include the About Me section, announcements, the photo, the icon, etc. So let's hop into Open Sky Candles. And the first thing that I see here is her cover photo, and it is 4 different products that she has. And I immediately have a couple of suggestions. First, I'm gonna talk in greater detail about listing photos as we kind of drill down into shop specifics. So I'm not gonna as much talk about the actual layout and design of the actual photo as much as you can tell that these were winter themed, holiday theme. You see pine, you see candy canes, and a Christmas themed candle and a pine cone scented candle. So my first initial reaction is update this cover photo for kind of the next upcoming holiday, which would be maybe Valentine's Day, maybe Easter, maybe spring, etc. Another thing that I would do, I do know that you have a discount code if people sign up for your mailing list. I would create the cover photo with a couple of photos like you have now, but then maybe in the middle, put a link or instructions on how they can get a discount. So it could say like, head to my Shop About page for a 10% off coupon or something like that, front and center, just to drive additional traffic to your mailing list. But I would get this updated. It doesn't look like it's been updated since the holiday that has already passed. So get that updated. The second thing that I see here, it looks like she is a star seller. So congratulations, you guys. Now, she has had 90 sales and all of them have been 5-star ratings. So congratulations. I hope you feel really proud of that. That is a great accomplishment, not only to have almost 100 sales, but to have all 5-star reviews. You are currently a 5-star shop. That is amazing. I'm not even a full 5-star shop. I'm like a 4.8 shop right now or something along those lines. So that is a huge piece of marketing material that you can use to promote either throughout your shop, your social media presence, talking about how you have never received less than a 5-star rating. That is amazing. So capitalize on that. Also, I see that you're a star seller. So that is fantastic. It just shows consumers and prospective customers that you have a great customer service and a good quality product. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about the shop icon. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so we can see it just a little bit bigger. Hopefully it can get over to there. All right, it's right here in the middle. Now, I do have a couple of suggestions. I don't think that it's terrible. I think that it's okay. However, I do think you can make some improvements to the shop icon, and I'm gonna give you some feedback here, okay? First of all, I can't tell what this is in the background. So if you can't tell what it is, then I would wonder if it is a necessary design element for the icon. I can't tell if it's like a reflection of a mountain on a lake, or if it is like a painting, or what exactly is there in the background of this. So change that to maybe something that isn't confusing. So it's either like a flat layout or background. Maybe it's open sky candles, so maybe it is a blue sky, or maybe it is a sunrise, or something that is just a little bit more clear to the eye on what that background photo actually is. That would be one suggestion. Other than that, I like it. I think you could change the font on here to match that is what is on your actual product. So there's cohesiveness from a brand standpoint. You can see this one is a little bit more stylized, whereas the one on across your product line looks like it's a little bit more of like an elegant type of font. So that may be just a suggestion so that your branding is a little bit more aligned. But overall, I think that does look pretty good. Just a couple of suggestions. All right, let's look at the shop announcement. It was updated January 6th, so congratulations, you have an updated shop announcement. Actually, I need to go update mine. But that's awesome. You should be updating these on at least a seasonal basis, a quarterly basis, if not monthly. So looking at your shop announcement, let's see, it says, Happy 2023. We offer premium soy candles and wax melts with fast, free shipping on all items to anywhere in the United States. We also offer shipping upgrades at checkout if you're needing your items sooner. Sign up for our newsletter and you'll get 10% off of your next purchase. Just click the link in the About section of the shop. So I like your shop announcement. I think that this looks good. This is premium space, so I would go ahead and I would remove this very first line where it just says Happy 2023. It's not really serving a purpose there. I would also, if you do want to have some sort of introduction, you could make this all just one sentence or one section. But overall, I like this. I like that you have information on where to find your newsletter and that discount. So that's good. Awesome job. And I would also, if you have social media links, I would include them in your announcement, just kind of as a standard format for all announcements going forward. Maybe you have like a template of some standard things like about your newsletter, about your social media, and what your products are. So keep that in mind. What I would put in here is if there are specific sales. So if you, for example, were hosting a sale on all spring items, you could say all spring fragrances are 25% off through the first day of spring. Go down below to the spring category to get your discounted wax, melt, or candle. So that's just a suggestion. I think that's more of how the announcements section is intended to be used. All right, the about section, let's scroll all the way down, and don't worry, we're gonna come back to these amazing products soon. But here you have some general updates. So I like this. I like that you're sharing popular scents. That is awesome. Let's keep going down. Ooh, that one is pretty. Okay, so here we have kind of a slideshow of different products as they're going through their curing phase. And then we have a really beautiful story where it talks about the couple behind this business, what they do for a living, what they're passionate about the products, about what you can expect. I love this. This is really, really well written. It really just tells me exactly what kind of people you guys are, and it's written in a way that really makes me feel like I know you guys a little bit. So I really enjoy that section. I like how it's written in first person. So you're specifically introducing you and your spouse to anybody who's checking out your shop. I just really like it. They give a nice summary of the natural soy wax and the additives that are used and the fragrance oils, and I just really like this. Again, down below you also have information on where to find that 10% off discount. So shop about me section, good, 5 stars. I really like it. I do think that you could probably update these photos a little bit, maybe just make them look a little bit more professional. Maybe, you know, we'll talk about photo best practices here in a little bit, but I do think you could improve the photos a little bit. But overall, I think this is a really great about section. All right, next, let's drill down into the listing review section. And I also want to remind you guys, if you want your own shop review, go check it out down below. There will be a link in my description box where you can order your own Etsy review for your shop. I do not film all of them and share them all on the internet, so don't worry. This is something that Lydia gave me permission to do so that I could share with you guys what you can expect once you purchase this, and to give tips and tricks. So, all right, let's head into talking about listings. So the first thing I want to do is go over here. Now, she has a total of 83 items in your shop. That is a good number. That means that you have inventory, you have something for everybody. Having that many physical products in your shop means that you have something for just about any customer demographic, especially if you're selling things that are fragrance based or color based or theme based. 83 items, you got something for everybody. Now you have plenty of different categories. You have bundles, which is amazing. I would do more bundles and I would do them themed. So I would do like a bundle of 3 for spring scents, a bundle of 3 for self-care, a bundle of 3 for new moms, a bundle of 3 for etc, etc, etc. Okay, that is a way to maximize the existing products that you already have, turn over more revenue and hopefully profit, while also ultimately still selling your product without actually having to make more products. So you have one, capitalize on that and get more, okay? Other than that, you have a lot of variety. You have them broken out really nicely. You have them categorized out nicely. So for any of these categories, that maybe only have 1 or 2 items, like for example, the accessories section, 10-ounce gold lid jars, random. You may want to combine those into one category of miscellaneous, random, etc. That's just a suggestion. But overall, you're using these and they look really good. So if I knew exactly what type of candle I was looking for or the size, I love that I could go over here and click. One other thing that you may want to consider is one category for 10 ounces, all 10 ounce, all 3 ounce, all 4 ounce. Like, break it out instead of by the type of wick or the type of candle holder. Break it out by size in general, because for me, like, I don't really care, at least as a consumer, like, I don't really care if it is a glass jar or a black tin. Like, I'm gonna be looking for the size. So you already have the specific container material, etc. Maybe also consider doing something along the lines of showcasing the sizes. You could also make categories for different themes, like different scents, spring scents. You could do scents for teen scents. You could do scents that are appropriate for men, or like men's favorites or something like that. But overall, I think it looks good. All right, now let's talk about photos, okay? So I want to point out a couple of things here. First of all, on your featured items, we are going to go right here to this one. Now, I had an observation as I was looking through these various listings that there are these lantern styles where they have like this one, like this one. I love that style. It is beautiful. I love the like little lantern aspect of it, okay? I love it. However, there's a lot of listing photos that are in that same kind of container, like this one, where the lantern handle is flipped backwards and there's no other photos. So I didn't even know this was a lantern type. I mean, yes, it's in the description, but it's 10 words there in order for me to see that it's a lantern. So I didn't notice that. So showcase the beautiful, unique aspects of your photos. Okay, so in this example, these lanterns, beautiful. Make sure you consistently photograph it in a way that lets me know as a consumer that this is a lantern style and it is gorgeous, okay? Okay, so you can see here, there is a listing that has 4 different photos. And again, I like how this specific listing does showcase that handle. I really like it. So be sure that you're consistently doing that on all the photos, because that's one of the primary selling points of somebody purchasing a lantern jar. Also, go through all of your listings and make sure that you have at least 8 different photos total. So I would say at least another 3 to 4 picture variations of all of your products. So that's kind of my first suggestion. If we look at some of these other ones, my initial kind of thoughts would be there's some pictures that I really like. For example, I really like this photo. I think that the centering is really nice. The background images are nice. It looks professional. You could probably do a little bit more with lighting just to make it even a little bit more professional. So make sure you're using a ring light or natural light. Make sure you're editing the lighting on the product photos that you're using. This is probably one of my personal favorite types of photos that you're using. Now, one of the things that I think would be very helpful for you specifically is to go and look at other competitors within your niche and see what kind of photos they're using and get inspiration from that. Especially if you're trying to get more sales, you have 90 sales, look at shops that have 1,000 sales and see how they are leveraging their photos, and in turn those are converting into sales. So we are gonna go to Etsy and we're just gonna search for homemade candles. And we can see here that here's a really good example. So you have a candle here that is a fall candle. It's an autumn candle, so they're using really good keywords right in that title, and the listing photo is straight onto the camera and has a really nice kind of basic background. I really enjoy this. They probably did make this at home, but I think one thing that would be really helpful specifically for your listings is to take your photos, take photos head on from each direction from a couple different angles, and then isolate those pictures and maybe put them into other photos for inspiration. So here's another really good example. You can kind of see the background is very, very basic. They have a lot of different photos. They have somebody lighting it. They have the lid on top of it. And so I think one of the things that I would do for yours is take some of these photos and kind of extract the main photo, and then convert that in using more basic backgrounds. Again, I like this one particularly. However, I'm going to show you kind of how to do that using Canva. So particularly for this one, I'm going to save this image. I'm going to give you a short kind of tutorial. Actually, I have to grab a screenshot of it, and I'm gonna go into Canva. Now, Canva is a site that is free. It also has a paid version. It's completely worth it if you are looking at creating really great listing photos. It's what I use, and I just really enjoy it. So I'm gonna go to Create Design, and again, I'm just giving you a brief example of what I mean by kind of isolating just the picture of the candle and then placing that on top of a pre-made background. So I went in here, I created something that's just a plain square, and this is not the size for listing photos, so I'm using this as an example. I'm gonna go to Upload. I'm gonna upload the picture of it, and then once it loads, I'm just gonna click on it, and the photo is going to go right onto my page. So I'm going to take that, I'm gonna drag it, and then I'm gonna click on the photo and go to Edit Image, and I'm gonna go to Background Remover. Now, Background Remover is a premium feature. Again, I have a link to Canva down below. I love Canva. It helps you create really beautiful listing photos, as well as other photos that you can use to promote your products on social media. So I think you can try a free trial of the premium. Check out the link in my bio. But you can also go to other platforms like Microsoft Word. You could import the picture, and I believe they also have a remove background feature. So you can try it a couple different ways. But here's a good example. It removed all the background from it. I'm just gonna adjust the size, and then I'm gonna go over here to backgrounds, and if this one is winter, I'm just gonna choose holiday backsplash, and I'm just searching for photos, holiday, whoop, and let's see, it does not like that. So instead, I'm gonna go to elements, I'm gonna search for actual photos, and we're gonna do holiday background. And we are gonna look for something that is like this. So I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna drag it all the way like that, and then move it around, and then I'm gonna go, and you can see like now it's kind of on top of it, and I really like that. You could also try to find something like holiday desk and add it that way. So let's remove that background, and let's see, that one's just photos. Let's try doing this one. So this would kind of be like it on a desk with a desk background. I would just recommend play around with it, find a couple different variations. I definitely think in some of these competitors, you can see this one has kind of like a brick background, so we can search for white brick. And the whole intention of this is to find inspiration, right? So we're gonna take this and move it over there and just kind of adjust it. And from there, you could even add some different winter berries to it as well. And like this, and then I'm just gonna rotate it kind of like that. And again, this is not perfect, but you could probably take the time and make it look pretty cute. So there's some ideas. I think look at some of your competitors and see what is working for them. So let's look at another one. Let's look at homemade soy candles. And let's find, okay, let's find some of their best sellers here. Okay, here's another one, super cute. If you're doing a bundle, stack them like this, really good lighting. It has, the shadows are really nice, and it has just a little bit of background foliage in it. This is a fantastic photo, and obviously they've had over 6,500 sales. So you can also go and drill into shops to see how they are kind of packaging them and what their photos look like. Another thing that I did want to point out here, specifically kind of looking at the listings, was kind of adding in more information on your shop policies. So you can do this when you're setting up your shop basics. You can also do this specifically within the listing. You do have kind of order ETA and shipping ETA, which is fantastic, but you could also put information about your return policy, because people want that information readily available to them. So that is another thing that you could improve just by making sure that those are really thorough. All right, next we're gonna drill down and specifically talk about the listing and do a little bit of a listing review. So we're gonna use this one as an example. And first we're gonna start with the title. So the title is Winterberry Soy Candle 6-ounce glass jar with cork lid by Open Sky Candles, free shipping. So here's the thing about titles. You have to think of them from the perspective of what your customer is going to be searching for. So are they going to be searching for winterberry flavor, or are they going to just be searching for winter fragrance or autumn fragrance, holiday fragrance? Somebody is most likely not going to be searching Etsy for winterberry. They're going to be looking for winter soy candles. So just keep that in mind. I also don't think they're going to be searching for the actual size. So they may be searching for glass jar candles or cork lid candles, but when you look at some of your competitors, this one, for example, this is pure beeswax candles in amber glass jar. It is exactly what somebody would be searching for, such as beeswax candle, as well as what they could be searching for in amber glass jar. Another example here, fall candles, autumn candles, unique autumn gift, fall scented candles, vegan candles, homemade candles, soy candles, handmade. So make sure that you're getting really clear on what your keywords are and throwing them into your title here. Another thing is I would not put your shop name within the title, at least at this point, because you don't have enough sales where someone's going to be searching for that within your listing name. If they do want to buy from you again, they could search for Open Sky Candles and they're going to get your shop listed anyway. So, titles are premier real estate. So really look at exactly what it is your ideal customer is going to be searching for. And in this case, again, I would do winter holiday soy candle. I would do Christmas soy candle. I would do Hanukkah soy candle. I would do Chinese, go through what people would be searching for who are specifically looking for this. And again, use Etsy as an example, use it as inspiration, research your competitors and see what titles they're using and see how you can adapt those similar processes. So winter homemade candle. I spelled candle wrong and look, still. Okay, let's spell candle right and see what it gives me. So you can see winter candle scents, homemade soy candles, winter, Christmas hearth candle, winter earth, pine, pagan candle, handmade gift, handmade. So really take some time and look through your keywords, okay? Let's keep going down. I would probably remake these in Canva with just something that is a little bit more cohesive with your actual branding. So identify what colors you want in your shop icon photo, in your shop cover letter photo, and use those similar colors within these additional photographs on your shop and on your listing. So you could do that again over in Etsy. For example, if we were gonna add text to this, and let's say we were gonna, and again, this probably isn't the best example, but I'm just doing it quick. We're gonna do winter berry, click in here, do soy candle, and then we're gonna ungroup those. One thing that we could do is, I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger so we can all see it here, is come up with a style. So you can do that by going to the design icon on the left, clicking on styles, and it's going to show you different color palettes. So let's say that you wanted to do this one, or maybe you wanted something really bright, or something a little bit more neutral. Click around until you find something that you like, and then redesign these right here to use consistent colors that are consistent with your brand. So that is one recommendation. I really like that you do have a photo that is dedicated specifically to that 10% discount by scanning the QR code and signing up for the mailing list. That is great. I also think it's really great that you included reviews from your shoppers. Again, great. I love this. And also that they can use discount codes to buy and save more. I think that is fantastic. So way to go on those. Add more photos. Also, you're gonna wanna create a video. Now, Etsy does allow for Etsy sellers to create video listings. And if you go and you search similar products, you can kind of see which ones have videos attached to them. Now, videos are a relatively new Etsy feature, and by utilizing them, you are going to be in Etsy's algorithm favor. So they don't need to be anything fancy. Like here you have one where they're showing you kind of how they're made, and I think that's great. If you don't have that, go to one of your listing photos and like this, or let's say you were making something else, you could just go to resize, go to video, and then copy and resize. That's gonna create a video version of this. We move that over, and we're just gonna adjust things a little bit here. And again, this is not perfect. Click on animate, and then you can create different combinations that will essentially download it as a video. Let's get back to the actual listing. So let's go down, and you have highlights filled out, which is great. Definitely be sure that you are indicating all of these fields that you could be when you are creating your listing. So if it is a gift category or things like that, consider making sure that you have all of those features highlighted. Now let's look at the description. Okay, so you have one sentence, 2 paragraphs. I guess here are my thoughts when it comes to the description. I think the information that you have is a really great start. Keep in mind when people are looking at your listings on their cell phone or on the desktop, that most likely they're not going to see very much of it. They're gonna have to click on the click more option. So I would put keywords as the very first sentence, all of the keywords. So winter candle, autumn candle, holiday candle, Christmas candle, sleigh ride candle, etc. Right in the descriptions, the first thing that they see. Then this next couple of paragraphs is great. I really like how it talks about how it can create your home into a relaxing oasis. I need that. We all need that. And I also like how it just gives more information about how it's created and what the fragrance notes are. I really like that. So good job there. I do think you can beef up and add more to the description. So I would, one, and it's gonna sound redundant, okay? Put a section to talk about highlights where you specifically add in, it's handmade, it's soy, it's 3 inches by 4 inches, it's 6 fluid ounces. Also, all of this information can also go into your description. So have another section that says buy more, save more, and then have all this information written out. Put this in there as well. Go to my 4th picture, click on the QR code to get 10% off. You want the description to be bulky. I don't know why it is, but the more detailed my descriptions are for my listings, the more that they convert. I'm not someone who really reads descriptions. Like, I see a picture and I like it and I buy it. But let me tell you, people do read over these with a fine-tooth comb, and not me, but many other consumers do. So add more to it. If we go and we look at other competitors, okay? Let's just get a new tab open. This one here is from Cultivated Esco, right? And if we scroll down and we look at, hopefully this is, I don't know, hopefully this is, okay. So you can see, look at this description, right? It talks about what it is. It gives candle safety, so that's another good thing that you could add. If we search up here for soy handmade candles, let's look at a couple more. We're gonna go back with this one. I love this one. I love this listing photo. I love it. It's great. If we scroll down and we look at the description, it talks about why soy candles, burn times and dimensions. I think that's a really great thing that you could add. Information about trimming the wick, information about shipping. So a lot of this information may feel redundant because it's in other places within your listing, but you have to make it as easily and repetitive for customers to be able to find to increase your likelihood of it converting over into a sale. So what I do is I have a Google workbook that just has a template, and it has everything I know I need to include for certain categories, so I don't need to recreate it from scratch every time. I just need to make it specific to that listing. So that's what I recommend doing. You are going to see an increase in your sales just by making some changes to the title and to the description. And we're not even to the point where we're talking about pricing or keywords or anything like that yet. Going back to talking about titles, I do want to talk a little bit about, thinking about, yes, people could be searching for fragrances like winter fragrance, but what else would they potentially be searching for, right? Would they be searching for relaxing candles? Would they be searching for housewarming gift? Would they be searching for gifts for mom, handmade gifts for mom? Like, these are all things you could incorporate into your title. You can see here, this one on the screen is a great example. Vanilla bean soy candle, aromatherapy candle, vegan candle, natural soy wax, hand poured, handmade, gift for her, anniversary gift, baking. All those are essentially the keywords that they're using and their tags, and that's what their customers are typing into Etsy to find their listing. So think about it, in multiple different ways. So you could have, let's say we're gonna go back to our,
I didn't get that.
Okay, let's say we're gonna go back to our Winterberry. We could change the title to be something like winter holiday winter candle, right? But then we could also put holiday gift for mom, holiday gift for neighbor, holiday gift for teacher, all these different categories. Or you could create different listings. So you could create this one listing, focus on the fragrance. Keywords are all the fragrances or candle specifics that people are gonna be searching for. So glass jar, soy candle, handmade, hand poured, etc. You could have another listing for the same product that is geared towards gifts for mom, gifts for teachers, gifts for neighbors, gifts for grandparents, etc. So just think about that and how you can create multiple listings that are just targeting a little bit different demographic or ideal customer. All right, one other thing that I want to talk about is kind of looking at the statistics. So there's a lot of different websites out there that people can use. They can use Marmalade, they can use eRank. Here I'm just gonna show you Everbee. So I'm gonna click on product analytics and it's gonna show some information. It's not gonna show too much because I don't have the paid version, but you can see here that it's gonna show you, this is your listing, the age, it's gonna show you favorites, sales, monthly revenue, and some tags, and then the tag popularity. So 6-ounce soy candles, 0 people searched for that in the past month. Small useful gifts, 5 searches. So you can go look at other competitors. Let's look at this one and see what type of tags are they using that are gonna get them more views. So you can see they had baking baked, 1,800 searches, Christmas gift, 18,000 searches, birthday gift, 18,000 searches. So you can go to these different analytic sites and it will give you more information. And use this as inspiration. You have to research your competitors to figure out what they're doing. You can also go to sites like, we'll use eRank right now. And I don't have the paid version for any of these. So they are useful if you are using them with the free version. So I'm gonna go to keyword lists and then I'm going to search for, actually we're gonna go to keyword tool. And we are gonna enter in soy candle. And let's see what comes up. So it's gonna give you keyword statistics. This has very high monthly searches. This means over 10,000 people are searching for soy candle on Etsy every single month. Lots of people are clicking on listings, but over here you got Etsy competition is in red, which is not good. Over 100,000 other shops selling the same thing. So you can use sites like this to drill down and view other popular tags. Cute candle gift, homemade candle, sexy candle, I don't know, luxury candle, wholesale candles, intention candle, etc. You can also scroll down and look at keyword ideas. I'm gonna stay right in this column where it talks about competition. And we're gonna look for ones that are in the green. So homemade candles, luxury candle, beer candle, vegan candle, wholesale candles, intention candles. So basically look for the green ones and that will tell you, is there a demand for it? And is there enough competition or not enough competition where I can still have a place in the marketplace? And this will help you really drill down and get really intentional and ultimately drive more sales to your shop, okay? All right, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, pricing. So here, first things first, you need to put all these on sale. All of them. If that means that you need to mark them up, let's say you wanna offer 25% off, I would do at least 20% off, then mark them up 20% so that you can still get that bottom line revenue coming in. Put them on sale. Why? It doesn't matter that maybe you don't have the most sales or that your sales, you're just starting to create momentum. That's what sales do. They create urgency from a buyer perspective. And when I first started my shop, I thought that only shops with thousands of sales would make sense for them to put their products on sale. And that's not the case. If you want to create momentum and you want people to have that sense of urgency, like I need to buy this and I need to buy this soon, go put it on sale, right? You could even do a test, pull of your 5 best sellers, 5 of your best sellers, put them on sale for a week, and you will probably start to see an increase in people saving them, viewing them, following those, loving those, or buying them. So that's my first suggestion, put them on sale. as you can see, some of the best sellers are on sale. This one's 50% off. This one's 50% off. This one's 50% off. And Etsy users can also filter their search results by items that are on sale, which people definitely do. So put your products on sale. All right, let's talk a little bit more about pricing. Let's go back to your shop and we are gonna look at, all right, we're gonna look at these lantern candles. They're all right around like the $25 to $32 mark. Now you have free shipping, which is excellent. That is basically a must. So make sure that you are appropriately pricing your products to include that expense for shipping. Nobody wants to pay shipping, so make sure it's included in your price markup. My first initial response, as somebody who likes candles but has never bought one on Etsy, my initial response would be $28.99 for a homemade candle. Even if it did include shipping, would be a little bit expensive. I feel like that's a boutique price. Now you are allowed to set your own price. You are allowed to determine the value of the products that you sell. I'm just sharing with you like my initial thoughts from a consumer perspective would be like, oh, that's a little bit expensive. Especially when you look at the prices of competitors. These are really low, man. These are really low. And so that brings me to my next point, right? Look at how much competitors are charging and make sure you're pricing yours in accordance to keep you competitive in the market. So we have some here, fresh lemon, 100% soy, handmade, eco-friendly, 7.5 ounces, 16 bucks. We have a pack of 4 for 34. We have, this one is 15. Here we have one that is, let's see, 15 ounces for $25, right? So, and this is all first page. Let's scroll down and see if we can, what else there is. Let's go to like page 4. All right, now we have one, here's one that's $31.99 and it is 20% off. Now, you also have, these are $18, $15, so prices are pretty much half of what you're charging, is what I'm like initially seeing. And something you need to take into consideration just from a being realistic standpoint of how you're gonna position yourself as a price point. So now for these, there's a couple of things. Is there any way for you to decrease the price to stay a little bit more competitive? If not, then you need to market your products for luxury shoppers, right? Think of places that attract a customer that's willing to pay for it. Anthropologie. People love Anthropologie candles and they're like 30 bucks, right? So, but that's their brand. They're like a luxury kind of boutique-y brand. And so if you want to keep these same product price points, you need to position yourself as such in your listing photos and within the description, your tags, your titles, etc. So for example, if we go back to eRank, you can see, let's scroll back up and it's going to tell you soy candles, just for soy candles, the average price is $18 an hour. $18. I almost said $18 an hour. Now you can see here's price range. So there's candles out there. There's one candle that's $225. Most of them are gonna be between this like $15 to $20 range, with 12 being found at 24. Yours are up here in this higher range. So you're gonna wanna think about how you can strategically, position yourself. And you may have to start looking at, positioning it more towards luxury candles, handmade candles, boutique candles, etc. So that's kind of my initial thoughts. I know you have a wide variety of products. You also have products that are $15, $14. And so I'm not saying that you need to decrease your prices across the board by any means. I just think that you need to realize that there's certain categories you may have priced yourself out of based on what the competitors are doing. That doesn't mean you can't sell them for that price. That means you just need to pivot a little bit with your messaging and your photos. All right, final part is going to be talking about social media review. So, I don't think they provided any social media links I don't think they did. Let's Google it, right? And the reason I always talk about this is social media is pivotal. When you're looking in your Etsy back office and you're looking at your traffic and where it's coming from, 50% of it should be from organic Etsy, from people searching for your products or related items, etc. And the other half should be traffic you are driving to the site yourself. So how do you do that? You do that through picking 2 social media platforms that you are gonna focus on, okay? What I would suggest, first and foremost, TikTok. And don't worry, you don't have to dance, you don't have to lip sync, but it is an incredible audience of really supportive people who love supporting small businesses. And you have the ability to really get in front of thousands and thousands of prospective customers. And people do sell items from their Etsy shop on TikTok all the time. So we're gonna come back to that. And maybe you do have a TikTok. But I'd also suggest like Instagram or Facebook, probably Instagram. It really depends on who you are trying to sell your products to. If you're trying to sell a $33 or $32 candle, you should probably be on Instagram. But let's go to Instagram. Let's go to TikTok and let's see if we can find you at all. Open Sky Candles. No results. Maybe you have a different name. Open Sea Candles. Okay, so it doesn't look, just based on a quick search, maybe you have a Facebook business page or something like that, but at initial glance, I'm not seeing social media presence. So that is a huge avenue for you to market, okay? So first of all, I just wanna suggest, I wanna tell you right now, get on TikTok and thank me later. And like you can see here, Open Sea Candles, they have 1,200 followers. It redirects people to their Etsy shop. What kind of videos do they create? They create personal information, introduction. Hi, it says I'm Felicia. I have 3 kids. I'm a stay-at-home homemaker and I also have a small business. All right, here's one that talks about one of her products. This is fun. This is something she sells on Etsy. And look how cute that is, right? Finding another one related to the business. Here's one. Just pretty, showing off the products that they make. So you can use TikTok as simply, literally, just all you have to do, grab a couple candles and say, hey guys, I'm Lydia. Did you know that my Etsy shop where I sell homemade candles has only had 5-star reviews? It's something I'm really proud of and I want you guys to go check out my shop. If you are interested in supporting a small business, the link is in my bio. Boom, video right there. Okay, another video could be behind the scenes of you creating it or how you determine fragrances, or you could even show yourself packaging up an order. You could show best practices on utilizing the candles or wick trimming or things like that. So don't cut TikTok short. If we search for soy candles, you can see that there are so many. Here is one. All right, so here's a really funny one. I love this idea. If you want your house to smell like this and showing the ingredients, then buy this candle, link in my bio. Like, so cute. You don't have to do anything extravagant, but if you wanna drive more sales, get on TikTok. And one of the benefits of using TikTok is you can create a TikTok, then you can repurpose it. You take that video, you put it on Instagram Reels, you put it on Facebook Reels, you can put it on Pinterest, you can put it on YouTube, you can put it so many different places. And so it really allows you to leverage repurposing one piece of content that maybe took you 5 minutes to create, and you're really getting it out into all these different areas. Speaking of Pinterest, definitely be utilizing Pinterest to help generate traffic to your shop as well. You know, a lot of people, candles are widely searched for on Pinterest, so be sure to consider that. But again, when it comes to social media, dog came in. Hi doggy. Who's a good boy? When it comes to social media, pick 1 or 2 platforms that you want to focus on so that you can make sure that you are focusing and giving them kind of your main focus, and not being spread too thin. All right. Overall, I think that your products are beautiful. They're creative. I'm gonna buy one because I mean, we gotta love supporting our fellow Etsy sellers. And honestly, I think after staring at this snowberry icicle for so long, like I kind of want the snowberry icicle. I'm not gonna lie. If you're watching this video and you want an Etsy shop review, go check out the link in my description below, or you can go check out my other videos. I have tons of videos where I share information on how to leverage tips, tricks, and how to grow your Etsy shop. I also have an Etsy digital and printable based shop success guide down below. Oh, that's another great idea specifically for this seller. Lydia, you should create a digital guide or workbook or planner or something that teaches people how to make homemade candles. It can be just an online workbook that you sell for $5.99, and it teaches people like the 10 steps to creating and selling candles or something like that. The best thing about digital products is that you spend the time creating it once and you resell it over and over again. So it's a really nice way to add in some passive income to your shop. So keep that in mind. That's it for today. I'm gonna hop off. It's been a long video, but I really enjoyed having a chance to take a look at your beautiful shop, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thank everyone else for watching. I'll talk to you guys later, and goodbye.